St. Thomas. This is the 151st staging of the anniversary celebration of the Paul Bogle-led Morant Bay Rebellion on KLA's ESPN Sports FM 89. And of course, this broadcast is sponsored by the Paul Bogle Foundation, One Nation Together. And also, our accommodation is provided by Whispering Bamboo Cove Resort, located at 105 Crystal Drive Retreat, Morant Bay, St. Thomas. You can call them at 928-2912 for your booking. All right, this is our second report on the morning, and we're getting ready for the historical march because we're still waiting on the marching band to be here. But as we are waiting on the marching band, we also have with us the Yallahs, is it Yallahs High School, and they are partaking in this historic event. But we're going to be speaking with a teacher from Yallahs High School, is Mr. Lindsay, and he's a teacher. And also we're going to talk to Mrs. Spencer, a teacher at Yallahs High School. But first, Mr. Lindsay, thank you for speaking with KLS ESPN FM 89.
Thank you very much, too.
All right, now, the Yallahs High School will be partaking in this event this year. This is the first or third or second time participating?
First.
First time participating. Now, what moved you to take on the challenge from Mr. Claude Sinclair to bring Yallahs High School in this year's celebration of the Morant Bay Rebellion, the anniversary this year?
Well, first of all, if you understand history, history says that our forefathers walked. So we are moved by what they did many years ago. And we think we owe them to continue the legacy of fighting for what we want. So we want to put the students at the forefront to say, guess what? Freedom, everything, we go for it the hard way. We can't stand by and just have things falling out left like that.
All right. Now, I know you have read about Paul Bogle and his life, and he's very popular here because, from Stony Gut to Morant Bay, this historical 6.5 mile walk. But, how does it make you feel as a Jamaican, but not as a Jamaican only, but as a African person, a person descended from Africa? How does it make you feel knowing that this man made the ultimate sacrifice so that we here this day can have the type of freedom that we have?
Proud. Glad about the boss, because they didn't have to do it. It's a sacrifice. And to stand here where it all took place and to journey the same route, I feel extremely proud.
All right, extremely proud. And I see you have some students here. They'll be marching with you as well?
Yes, they will be.
All right, they'll be singing songs or just marching?
They'll be singing, they'll be marching, they'll be keeping the spirits up just to, So they're doing everything to this.
All right, folks, that was Mr. Spencer, teacher at the Yallahs High School. Now we're going to be talking to another teacher here at Yallahs High School. Her name is Mrs. Spencer, and she's smiling from ear to ear. Mrs. Spencer, thank you for speaking with KLS ESPN FM 89.
It's a pleasure to be here.
All right, what subject do you teach at Yallahs High School?
I teach the subjects English language, history, and social studies.
Oh, history, a very important topic, history. So give us a little bit of a history lesson on Paul Bogle and what his name symbolizes to you and the move he made back in 1865.
His name symbolizes strength, determination, encouragement. You see, when Paul Bogle walked all those years ago, 1865, he didn't just walk for them back then. He walked for us now, and he walked for us in the future. And so he made a significant move, and I'm proud to be a St. Thomas person, and I'm proud to be a Jamaican, and I'm also proud to be an African Jamaican. And so, okay, Paul Bogle did that. He made so much sacrifice for my community, my parish. I can do the same. He set a trend, and I have to follow.
All right, what would you say to the young ones? Because it has been said that the younger generation is missing and not so much educated about these sacrifices that our ancestors made back in the 18th and early 19th century. And so do you believe that the history's been lost along the way as generations come in?
I would not blame the younger generation. I blame my age group, the older generation, and how they tell the history. The students of this generation, they learn different from how we learn. Tell them to a story form, let them be involved in it. Like the students now that are going to participate. I'm sure next year if you ask them about Paul Bogle, they will understand more. So you have to come to them in a way that they will understand and that they can interpret and understand from which point you're taking from. Because how the history is being said, only certain time you hear about Paul Bogle. Only certain time you hear about Marcus Garvey. Only certain time you hear certain things. So if it is a continuous thing, so the students will be involved. Put it on YouTube, man. Put it on the Twitter, everything. Put it on Facebook. That's what they target. That's what they know about.
Now, last night, Jenny, the educator from Canada, she mentioned that there's not enough done to celebrate our national heroes. Do you believe that?
To some extent, I do. You see, the younger generation now, and myself, gone are the days when we used to celebrate National Heroes Day. We have a week of self-celebration. Now it is limited to garden house or wherever they have their functions and so forth. The students now have to watch it on television. No man, come into the community, come to and talk to the grassroots people. Let them tell you what they want to celebrate it. And we take it from a bottom-up approach. We don't want people to sit up there and tell us what to do or how to celebrate our national heroes. They are our heroes. They are from different parishes. So if we come together and have a committee and said, okay, this is what we want to do, get all the stakeholders involved, get everybody involved from the schools, the community, the church, everybody, and let us tell you what you want. You don't tell us what we want.
All right, very, very potent words there from Mrs. Spencer, teacher at the Yallahs High School. I'm going to move over to a student here who she is the JCDC Culture Club president. And I'm going to ask you to turn over the IDs. You have, is it that Rena? Rena McGilvey and Zidine Sinclair. Zedian Sinclair. And I'm going to ask you ladies quickly. Now, you are here today to take part in this historic walk of the Morant Bay-led rebellion by Paul Bogle back in 1865. Now, what does this event mean to you, Zidian?
This event means practically a lot because Paul Bogle made, as we said, a sacrifice for us, so we need to do the same thing for him as well and our community. Because back in the days, Paul Bogle was kind of popular to the people that are bigger than we are. So now we only hear about him, we only hear about any of them. So all we have to do is just celebrate them like we're supposed to.
All right, good stuff. Now let me talk to Rena. Now Rena, let me ask you. I think I know the answer to it, but I'm gonna ask you anyway. Who is your favorite national hero?
Norman Manley.
Norman Manley. Oh, that was a surprise. I thought you was gonna say Paul Bogle because you're Stony Gut. So, Paul Bogle, what does he mean to you personally, and what he did back in 1865?
It means that a person that embraced our culture and fight for our people. So I'm just happy to know that Paul Bogle fight for us, and if it wasn't for him, we wouldn't be here. So happy with life.
All right, I'm going to ask the same question to Mr. Spencer. Mr. Spencer, back to you. Who is your favorite national hero?
None of them are roles.
Why none of them are roles?
You know, strength of a woman, being brave, being courageous. Not to take away from Paul Bogle's action, but Nanny was that, you know, vibrant spirit, always fighting. She wasn't going to sit down and let things just pass by like that. But Paul Bogle's same spirit, but I appreciate when a woman comes and fight for her freedom.
All right, good stuff. Were you here last night when we had the dancing and the beating of drums?
I was.
Anybody was here when they had the beating of drums last night? No. You ever experienced the beating of the drums and the dancing? All right. Well, you know, it's a very good event. I was here last night to see the dancing and the beating of the drums, and you know, the people had a very, very joyous time. Well, folks, I tell you what, we are about to march in the walk, the historic walk. A 6.5 mile. I can't say I'll be walking for 6.5 miles. You know, I'll be jumping in the van here and there, in and out, just driving, get a little AC and come back and walk and talk with the folks and tell you what is happening here in this 151st celebration of the Morant Bay-led rebellion by the great Paul Bogle, our national hero. So I'm going to turn it back over to the studios of KLS ESPN FM 89. I was going to come back right about 9:30 to give you another report, and then it goes full broadcast from 10 a.m. right up until 12 p.m.
We love Paul Bogle!
All right, there you have it. All the crew is here shouting they love Paul Bogle. Back to DJ Cat in studios of KLS ESPN FM tonight.